Ron McCoy portraying Rob McCool, fictional fifth grade teacher. You may at first think you are being pulled into an episode of The Twilight Zone. No, this is a purely fictional presentation, and any resemblance between any of the characters and real-life people is purely coincidental. Yes, it's not The Twilight Zone, but it may seem that way. Hi, Rob McCool here, fifth grade teacher. I thought I was doing an excellent job, but on Friday, I received a most unusual email, one summoning me to the office to meet with my principal, Judy Hickenlooper, and the director of HR, Lisa Codface, and I am faced with concerns that have been brought forth. What could this be all about? Well, my students are getting ready to leave on a Friday afternoon, and I am getting ready to face my accusers. Here it comes. Principal Judy Hickenlooper met me at the door to the conference room. Inside, I could see Lisa Codface sitting at her laptop. Radiant smiles soon turned to ominous frowns. I introduced myself to Lisa Codface as the infamous Rob McCool. Little did I know I was more infamous than I thought. Actually, it was Judy Hickenlooper who began. A concern was brought to me, Mr. McCool, from our social worker, Darla Do-Nothing. She was concerned because you were very rigid. Two of your students have been going to Darla Do-Nothing, even though Darla Do-Nothing did not tell you about it, and it is your job to make sure that you keep track of where your students are going. It's still your fault because you questioned her about that. You also insisted that they be back in class at 12:42, which is when lunch is over. So she's right, you're wrong. She's the social worker. We don't question her judgment. We're not really sure what she's supposed to be doing, so we don't know enough to question her. So we know what you're supposed to be doing, so it's all your fault. I'm thinking, isn't it your job as principal to mediate among employees? If Darla Do-Nothing had come to you, why didn't you say to her, go to Mr. McCool, talk to him. If you don't get a resolution, then the three of us will sit down together and work out a resolution. But that's not what happened. Mr. McCool, I am detecting a pattern here, a pattern of, what is it? Rigidness. I hear that you make your students sit up in class rather than letting them put their heads down on their desks. Well, that is true, Dr. Codface. But I consulted with my ophthalmologist and she applauded me for helping students to sit up, encouraging them because it helps develop their spines. It is not your job to develop their spines. Mr. McCool, the things that you did 20 years ago in 2004, you cannot do in the year 2024. Rob's dear principal, Judy Hickenlooper, apparently decided that she already had a knife in Rob. She might as well twist it. Here come more details from Judy Hickenlooper. Rob, your team came to talk to us. We were told that because you are taking group restroom breaks, taking your students down to the restroom prior to going outside for recess, you are 2 to 3 minutes late to recess every single day. That is true, Judy. However, after lunch, because my lunch ends at 12:42, we do take another group restroom break, but my students have been going out to recess about 5 minutes early every day, which helps compensate for the loss of the 2 to 3 minutes that are missed in the morning. Group class restroom breaks? We don't do that anymore, Mr. McCool. That's something teachers stopped doing 20 years ago. What if a child needs to have a BM? Or what if a child doesn't need to go at that time? This is barbaric. This should never be happening. Most teachers at Freedom Maples Elementary School take class restroom breaks. That way it cuts down on the number of requests for restroom breaks in the afternoon when students should be writing and reading and working on math. Disclaimer time. Rob McCool is not perfect. He's been receiving letters of reprimand from the district. As a matter of fact, he's received so many he's begun to paper his computer room with them. And had he continued working for Freedom Public Schools, he was going to request that they be printed on blue to match the decor. And these letters of reprimand can be classified into one category: frivolous. If my administrators had had the ability to communicate and mediate among employees, none of these letters of reprimand would have been necessary. Anyway, immediately after his delightful meeting with Judy Hickenlooper and Lisa Codface, Rob McCool headed for home, where he resolved to resign from his position as 5th grade teacher, not only from Freedom Maples Elementary School, but from Freedom Public Schools as well. Later that evening, while Rob is driving to South Terre, a rehabilitation center where his mom, who suffered a debilitating stroke, has been living, decided to call his sister Sally Growl and tell her about his decision to resign. And Rob had asked his sister to meet him in their mom's room, and while he was out front in the building, he decided to call Judy Hickenlooper and tell her that he planned to resign. Hello, Judy. This is Rob McCool. I've decided I'm going to go to HR on Monday and I'm going to resign. No, Rob. No. Think about it this weekend. Take the weekend. Yes, but I just keep causing all of these problems and I don't want to continue to stress you out. I might as well go ahead and resign and be done. No, Rob. Although I do think it would be a good idea for you to go and visit HR on Monday, but don't resign. All right. Okay, I'll think about it this weekend. Thank you. Of course, after that, he thought he could trust Judy Hickenlooper. He was wrong, and his night's sleep was truly horrible. I am a failure. They are targeting me. I have to resign. I've got to get away from Freedom Maples Elementary School. And that's exactly what Rob McCool decided to do. Along the way, though, there was much treachery, much backstabbing, and more. The details are coming in the next edition of The Misadventures of Rob McCool. Be sure you tune in. Yes, the best is yet to come.